Uh, Good evening, gentlemen. So, my topic today is regarding e-wallet. So, as we all know, the entire world has turned digital. Right now, we are utilizing our laptops and talking with the help of our internet. So, our economy has also taken a swipe turn towards the internet. Digital banking has prevailed all around in the society across the globe. In the era of rapid modernization and also digitization, the globalization has played a key role to make transfer of payments from one country to another country across the globe. The migrants of India goes to another country and pay remittances to India via online transaction. And India has played a very good role in order to transform its own economy. The United Payments Interface has been a revolution to the India's economy, to the India's banking sector. Regarding the e-wallet, the Paytm had been a flourishing in this sector. Today, all of us utilizes the Google Pay, Bhim UPI, RBI 123 Pay. Also, the central bank digital currencies has come into the play recently by the RBI. So there are many advantages regarding it, that less number of currencies has to be printed by the government. There is less number of currency frauds, and there is less headaches of robbery because of more digital transactions, and the money can be easily traced in case of any frauds. So crime tackling has also been very much good. The tax fraud has also been taken care of. So there are also various challenges, like Indian people are still digitally illiterate in many sections of our society. The education is poor, the awareness is poor, the digital penetration is poor. Many people are not even utilizing their digital smartphones. That's why they cannot take the benefit of that. So we need to take care of all of these things. The cybercrime is a major threat to this, because if our bank account gets hacked, then we will lose all of our money, our hard-earned money. Now, what can be the solutions? India has to rampantly promote its RBI 123 Pay UPI, like we have been doing with the France, with the United Arab Emirates. We need to surpass the SWIFT international transaction system, utilizing and promoting our own systems across the world to provide more digital literacy, to make people more aware about their things, about how they can better utilize their UPI transactions, and thereby revolutionizing our entire digital economy. More and more people can get benefited out of this. Thank you.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm Saharsh, and I have chosen the topic same-sex marriage for this lecturette. So, in 2018, Supreme Court of India gave the watershed moment to legalize the same-sex marriage, and it abolished the Article 377, which was established by the draconian law given by the British Indian Penal Code in the through the British in 1861. So intercourse or marriage, they are completely criminalized, and they have to go for the they have to try it in court under the Indian Penal Code 1861. But this changed in 2018 by the Supreme Court. So how is this same-sex marriage is beneficial? First, it shows the equality. It gives the equality in the marriage. The male and equal, that the marriage is completely the bond of love, and we can't generalize that it is on the basis of gender or on the basis of anything. It's completely, if two people are agreeing, then it's completely fine to living together, or even a sex or a marriage. Second thing, India as a overpopulated country, this population, and if the two people of the same sex which marry, the population growth will slow down, and there are so many orphans. Third, after legalizing the same-sex marriage in Europe, the total economic boost was $260 million. And the reason behind this is that the people who have the same-sex marriage, they are completely coming forward and going on the honeymoon trips, which are completely personalized for them, and this boosted the economy in the UK and the European Union. So this can happen also in India, as we have the most number of youth all over the world. So if we see what first we have thought, this is the orthodox society, that this is not completely unnatural. Yeah, the two people cannot give two people of the same sex cannot give a birth a child, but they can adopt and they live. So we have to make aware, and the awareness program should be started from the early age. From the last 5 years, we have seen so many movies encouraging the LGBTQ and the same-sex marriage. If this should have been done earlier, from the last 20 years, the situation would be completely different. The Supreme Court would not be needed to come in between to legalize the same sex, because what we remember when we were child, we have not thought in that direction, and we are watching the movies in which only the two, male and female, are falling in love and then making family and children. So, and that we have to change this in our families also. So, and the next thing is like we have to move forward. The culture which is the something bad in this culture, we have to give away, and we have to move forward. Thank you.
Friends, my today's lecture topic is media and its effects. In this 21st era of technology, social media plays a very important role in bringing up in improving the social opinion of the society and educating the people in a mass platform. Recently, even though COVID pandemic has hit the global and left the world in a disastrous situation, India has seen a drastic progress in uplifting so many people onto the digital platform and educating them through digital media. Social media has revolutionized in various sectors like in the fields like research or connecting people to different regions, or even education. I would like to take one example of education, how India benefited, how social media benefited in reaching the education to students from city to village level. During the pandemic session, so many educators started their digital classes on the YouTube channels and opened their website and built their applications. For example, Byju's, Physics Wala, Kitab Copy, all these educational platform given the affordability to students, and as well as they never compromised on the quality education. Thereby, they upheld the right to education under the fundamental rights. Friends, there are negative points regarding the social media platforms as well. Like we can see when the Agnipath scheme was introduced recently, there was a hatred developed in various parts of the our nation due to the messages that were sent by some miscreants and false information that has been spread in this regard. So and government of India handled it by taking up several actions regarding the same, and they collaborated with information and technology department and blocked the suspicious accounts. So in my opinion, to make best use of the media and implicate it to the youth, the strict guidelines has to be given to the citizens of this nation, and the parental guidance has to be given to the students below the age of 14, which can help educate in a proper manner and make best use of the social media technology. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Today's my lecture topic is India-USA relations. India, which is world largest democracy, and USA, which is oldest democracy in the world, has shared a democratic value from the old period of time. India's relations after before 1971 or before independence were strained and were not utilized to their main goal. But USA and India started come together on very platforms to share or to fulfill the international goals in the meantime. USA from independence of India, the relations of India and USA had got different phase. Like when India got independence in 1947, the relation between India and USA were not good because USA was involved and USA was giving preference to Pakistan, and which was is not interest in India. But as the time goes USA or India relations has strengthened to manifold, and today's India's and relations are global comprehensive strategic partnership which shares different military and administrative relations. What was the strain in the relations? Strain in the relation was like USA's main focus on indulging in different countries and starting utilizing their resources for their own gain. So for many times, relations were strained, and USA's support to Pakistan militarily or diplomatically. Like in the war of 1971, USA supported Pakistan in the UNSC and circulated the resolution in UNSC to ban the India to stop their war in Bangladesh. This has manifold hampered the relations between USA and India. But India in the Cold War period using the strategy of non-alignment, and India was more inclined to the Russia because Russia is a more reliable partner. So after in the NDA government in 2004, USA and India come to the platform, and USA and India got signed many USA and India started 2+2 meetings, and after 2007, there was a rapid increase of USA president coming to India in different occasions. And India and USA started signing like COMCASA, COMCASA like agreement to strengthen their military and bilateral relations. And what was the opportunity between India-USA relations? India and USA, which India has a huge market, and USA is a technologically advanced economy and world's largest economy. So USA and India is like USA and India is like can USA and India both can utilize from themselves, like India from their manufacturing industry increase their export to the USA, and USA can gain the soft power India in terms. So in the upcoming, like Indo-Pacific is the main theme in the 21st century. USA and India has a major role to play, like containing China influence in South China Sea. So it has major challenges ahead. So both India and USA has major role to play. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. My topic is that is population of India, its merits and demerits. So with the population of nearly 140 crores, India is the most populated country in the world. And as we all are sitting in this lecture, I think so there would be hardly anyone who must not be knowing that recently India has surpassed China to become the most populous country in the world. So with its population, there comes the merits as well as demerits of this thing. Firstly, I'll be focusing more upon the merits of this thing. So the first major thing about this thing is that India automatically becomes the largest market of the world. That all the countries, all the developing countries, all the developed countries, India is the very biggest market for them. And for that, if they will have to sell their things, so India will be the first markets to whom they will approach, and they will try to do more and more trades, so that they will also get benefited from the population or from the emerging population of the country. And the second thing is that about its younger population, that if I compare India's population with the China's population, so one of the major differences is that the China population consists of maximum of the old people. In China, their maximum people are old, but in India, our maximum of the population ranges between the age group of 20 years to 30 years. The maximum of the people are between them. So we have a very good labor, we have very good people, we have a very good workforce who can work for the country and who can cherish this thing. But the major problem, and if I'll have to include the demerits also, the major problem includes is that maximum of the population of India lives in slums. lives in slums, and they didn't get the more and more opportunities to work more for the country and for themselves. And second thing which comes in the demerit is the congestion. So as we know that that in India, that as maximum of the population or maximum of the people used to live in villages, and 60% of the people are living in villages, and the 40% are living in cities. So all those 40% who are living, they're living at a very congested areas, because the resources, all the resources, as we know that maximum of the resources has been concentrated into the cities only, and due to which maximum of the people used to leave their villages and go to the cities to live there, and that arises the problem of the congestion. And second thing, if I'll focus focus more on if I focus on demerits, then I would like to add up one more point, that is regarding the other countries, like the smaller countries. Like as we know that the Nepal or Bangladesh, that they are the small countries, but still they are progressing, and because of their population, and taking it in a positive way. So that's all. Thank you.